Hey, what's going on, everybody? I got an article sent to me today, or the other day, whenever. I don't know. I'm barely awake. But it's 10 tips for men to be a good feminist. We all want to be a good feminist, right? So, let's read this crap. It will cost us nothing to do these things. Hey, thanks for the tip. Author Jim Marcus. The Marcusiest of Jims. A Jim so Marcusy. You'll lose your mind. Why is there trannies right there? Was the trannies necessary? Like, do I have to dress like a woman to be a good feminist? Where are you getting at, Marcus? Does Marcus like lady boys? I don't know. Here are some easy things we can just not do as men to be good feminists. It's just stuff we could avoid doing. It's easy. Oh, well, let's start with number 10 there, Mr. Marcus. 10. Not make cheap shots against people like Ann Coulter, focusing on their appearance or perceived manliness. It's not our job to decide who is feminine enough, and certainly not our job to assign value to people because of it. If we can focus on the very real absurdity in her ideas, we can make more sensible comments. But you did just call her manly, or at least implied she was manly. So you just broke your first rule there, little feller. You didn't have to say her name. Why'd you bring her up? Mr. Marcus, I think you have some explaining to do. 9. For that matter, we cannot make trans jokes at all demeaning trans women. But I thought this was an article about feminism, being a better feminist, not being polite to weirdo dudes in dresses. Wait, this is about being nice to women, not reprobates. Trans women are women. Says you, Marcus. Trans women that look really feminine are females, and you would never be able to tell. Those are women. Is this real? I have a feeling this might not be real. Trans women who have no interest in passing and being extremely feminine, those are women too. What? Is this real? This can't be real. I don't know. Let's keep reading. We'll find out. 8. We cannot speak approvingly of prison rape just because someone we don't like is going to jail. Prison rape is rape, and we're either against it or we aren't. Well, I don't know. Who makes jokes about women getting raped in jail? I don't get it. Marcus, this is supposed to be about being a good feminist. You gotta stay focused. I know it sounds odd, but when you joke about a man being raped in prison, that's actually anti-feminist. You can't even make a good rape joke about prison? What the fuck, Marcus? You're no fun, dude. 7. We can avoid body shaming the women around us. I'm not a big fan of body shaming at all. But we have to recognize that women have been trained to think that their value comes from their cultural approved level of attractiveness. This oppresses people. This includes very, very tall girls, large ones, short ones, and even ones that we find sexually exciting. Not treating them like they must be bimbos. Well, at least you're back on point. I don't know, that whole trans women in prison rape thing. Where the hell were you even going with that, Marcus? I think Marcus has been drinking again. 6. We can avoid slut-shaming the women around us. Women are the biggest slut-shamers of all there, Marcus. You ever notice that? It's not so much dudes. Dudes will just call a bitch a slut if he can't fuck her. A bitch will call another girl a slut at the drop of a hat. Even the more subtle slut-shaming of considering women who are sexually experienced to not be wife or girlfriend material. All of it reinforces the idea that women are diminished through the sex act, but men are empowered. Whatever. That's how it works, Marcus. That's the system. I'm sorry you don't like it. We can avoid shaming sex workers. I can't even make fun of whores? What the fuck, Marcus? We don't get to be cruel to large groups of women, ignore their unique problems, and still call ourselves feminists. Well, I don't call myself a feminist, so I don't have to follow these rules. But I mean, hey, if you want to be a feminist, you got to follow these rules. 4. Not treat everything as business as usual. If you just were about to make the joke that you can't make any jokes at all anymore, if you can't do any of what's above, you might want to consider for a second that you might have a problem, if that is your whole repertoire of jokes. I got all kinds of jokes, but I mean, you are taking a large chunk out of them there, Marcus. 3. We cannot listen when we hear other men speaking disrespectfully about women. We can walk away or go to sleep. What? What? Listen, you are disrespecting women, and I'm getting so sleepy. I'll see you in the morning. I think going to sleep is Marcus's go-to. Whenever he's slightly annoyed, he just hits the hay. We're almost done, guys. 2. We can watch out for how we treat women who are knowledgeable about issues when we talk about those issues and not intentionally exclude them. I made the mistake once of having a conversation about something with a friend's boyfriend who hated me because I wanted to find something to talk to him about. In reality, his girlfriend was most knowledgeable about the issue. I should have just given up on him and waited for her. Let him hate me. How about you leave other people's bitches alone? That's why he hated you. Leave his bitch alone. Number 1, we cannot randomly touch people when talking with them. I have a feeling this, and you'll see why I think this is Jim writing a letter to himself. We cannot randomly touch people when talking with them. Hair, tattoos, etc. It's easy for men to act unknowingly like they have ownership of the women around them. It's worth watching out for. You'll see in a second. You can actually sleep through all of these things. Jim just likes to sleep. You can eat lunch and not do these things. It will cost us nothing to not do these things. Man, that's like brainwashing talk. It's a horribly written article, by the way. But anyway, let's see the reveal of Mr. Jim Marcus. The only reason, the article itself was pretty funny, but this is what sold it. About Jim Marcus. Jim Marcus is an artist. Jim Marcus is a musician. Jim Marcus is a typographer from Chicago, Illinois. He was one of the originators of the industrial music scene as a lead singer of the band D. Warzow, or whatever the hell you pronounce that. Has anyone ever heard of that? Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay, I'm not surprised. Or I am surprised, they sound so big. Has played in over 30 other projects and currently heads up the band Go Fight. Failed musicians, man. They're always the worst people on earth. But anyway, guys, I'll see you later or something.